is up, boys? That was a good call to have it start listening the moment we're about to have no audio.
Smart.
Very smart. Very. How's everybody doing?
Good.
So good. Pretty good.
So good.
Good. It's been a few weeks. I
Yeah,
missed you all.
Aww.
Just brings a tear to my eye every Monday. We don't have Starfinder. I'm like,
Well, be prepared for a tear next week.
Oh,
I know.
Wow. Sad
And then the
day.
week after, I think we have 2 weeks off after this session.
dang.
Yeah, I think because I'm traveling down to work. Anywho, hey everybody, welcome back to the Discord Signal, multi-arc Starfinder adventure following the crew of the Indefatigable as they travel through the drift in search of, or merely stumbling upon by accident, a myriad of adventures. Today is episode 61, The Unknown. I'm Aaron, the GM with the sole responsibility of killing any characters, including Co, played by Alex.
Indeed.
Luna, played by Abe.
good job.
Twick, played by Caleb.
Oh, that's me.
And Lisk, played by Jake.
Hey, yo, what up?
Last time on the Discord and Signal, the crew searched several rooms to find a black keycard and a strange message, which they soon discovered was from a long-lost friend. After making their way to the hidden fourth floor of the facility, they found Kayon Reese waiting for them. He was, clearly, outmatched, but it didn't matter as he'd already set his plans into motion. Ko was compelled to do things he didn't want to do, even after the GM misread the ability entirely.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was pretty brutal.
it was. If I wasn't compelled, I mean, how long would that fight have been?
Yeah, it'd have been even shorter. He rolled poor on everything that he did. The other two combatants rolled poor on everything they did. Yeah. Luna was contacted by Drogar.
Oh yeah. Sad.
Sad. Sag. And Lisk and Twick dealt that cool off-turn damage.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yosoki power. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Also, level 11. Boys, level 11.
Woo.
Anything good at all. The last time we leveled up, people were like, yeah, leveling.
My last level was great. This level,
Yeah?
terrible.
Oh, sorry. You didn't get
My
anything?
last level was terrible.
My BAB went up 1. That's cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Goes up every level, yeah?
Got
Yeah.
four skill ranks.
Nice.
Use those wisely.
It's funny every time you say it.
I know.
embarrassing,
No, it's a
really.
feat level, so I did get a feat at least. I took coordinated shot.
Hey, nice.
So when I'm threatening a foe with a melee weapon, which is like always, allies with line of sight get a +1 bonus to their range attack rolls against that foe.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. And that's it, though? Nothing else
Pretty
cool?
much.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
My saves all stayed the same. You know what? I got sidereal influence, so, skill rolls, which I'm great at, will be a little bit better on some
Oh, yeah.
things.
Oh, yeah. Nice. How about Luna?
Expertise talent, I think, is all you get. It's like, I'm always like, you get one thing per level. You either get a new expertise, an expertise talent, or what are they called? The improvisation. So this is expertise talent. I got saving expertise, so I can reroll my fortitude saves if they're bad,
Nice.
which is good.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to decide. So I think I'm gonna take Technomantic Dabbler as my feat, which gives me 2 0 level and 1 first level spell, so I can cast spells.
Okay.
But I don't know what my second 0 level spell is yet, so working on it.
Twick.
So for my feet, I got shot on the run, which means as a full action, I can move up to my full speed and take a shot anywhere along that movement. Cool.
So what kind of liquor does it specify, or is it any kind?
For my class, all I really got was I unlocked my second field of studies breakthrough. So now I have my breakthrough for anesthesiology. I don't want to spoil what it does, but it's called Ignore Pain.
Does it more pain?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
kind
You'll
of lame
see.
thematically, because you're supposed to enjoy pain right now.
I'm not. I don't like the pain. That's all Lisk's thing.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
And
whoa,
maybe
whoa, whoa.
Luna's also.
Uh-huh. How about last but not least, Lisk? Any cool changes?
I mean, so trick attack, I get an extra D8 on
course,
that, of course.
course.
Of course.
You
What are you
get
up to
6
now?
Yeah. 6d8.
Ooh, 68?
Yeah, just a flat 68 added to whatever I
Goodness.
roll. So
Yeah,
that's
it used to be
pretty
5d8.
So
now it's
close
suddenly
to being
68.
nice.
good. just a solid number. So I've had this thing, Operative's Edge. It just gives me a bonus to any skill I roll, and so that got a little bit better. Now I add 4 to pretty much anything I roll for a skill, so that's cool.
Ridiculous.
The feat I picked up, I got Improved Iron Will, because it feels like we're rolling will saves pretty much from tip to tail. So now I can spend a resolve point to just re-roll a will save. Which seems like it might be useful, since that's basically what we do for the nightmares anyways.
Yep. Always rolling for him, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Probably good
And then
call.
the last thing I got, and I'm not making this up, I can spend a resolve point to phase through up to 5 feet of solid matter. So, yeah, you know, like the Flash. So you know this whole dungeon that was based on not being able to open certain doors? This
Yeah.
would have been useful, like,
Uh-huh.
a month ago, but now I worry is useless. But I do
Now
have it.
I'm gonna make sure that everything I write is just gonna make that useless at this
It's
point.
5.5 feet thick. Sorry.
This door is
Doors.
6 feet thick. That's crazy.
Darn.
So weird. It does
This
cost a resolve
window you
point
can
as
see
well.
through. Also 6 feet thick.
6 feet? I don't know. Fucking nuts, dude.
Very, very bulletproof glass.
6 feet of transparent aluminum.
Yes, thank you. There you go. Transparent aluminum. That's a good job, Alex. I'm so proud.
Paizo loves their transparent materials that are not glass. There's that bazillion transparent stone ones in the adventure path I'm running.
But, man, someone on the design team just had a really cool idea, and they just kept... That's the only thing they contributed to the ideas meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's the dude that just put all of the bathrooms in every single map.
Yes. Yes. He was not around for book 2 of Signal of Screams. So. Okay, you guys had left the black site. You'd sort of gone up the elevator, walked out back into the area where you fought that very strange-looking four-armed, double-torsoed monster. Walked down the cavern and got into the spot where you thought you'd parked your ship, and it is currently gone. It is also incredibly dark outside, very, very cold, and you think maybe hearing voices. However, you've been all hearing voices all along, so it's not
Yeah, well,
not
it's-
irregular.
Code
Now-
just, like, won't shut up.
I'm curious, does every adventure in Starfinder have your ship get taken at some point?
Yeah.
Or just all the ones we're doing?
That's a good question.
I'm not going to answer that.
Although
Leave it for a surprise.
it can't start with starship combat. If your
true.
ship is gone.
That's right.
It's true.
And like
Good riddance.
we're 100% in the shadow plane, right? Like
Mysticism check.
Oh, I'm good at these now, kind
I
of.
cannot
Do it.
believe that's
I'm
what you decided to pick
Terrible,
up.
but I put some points in it.
Wait, why didn't that come up?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. I know for sure.
I need to
ooh,
refresh. hang on.
17.
Okay, Twick 13, Luna 17. Alex,
We
what's
gotta
your
wait for our
mysticism
mystic.
bonus?
It's like 4.
4. All right.
Yeah, hang on.
It is
I have a number. I have a number now.
He's got a bigger number.
Whoa.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
Wow.
this is 23.
Mysticism.
Ow.
That's a pretty good roll.
Boom.
To roll a 19 to get it, you know.
Yeah,
How
did
you?
by the operative.
I didn't even see a dice roll for you.
Boom. I just typed in the number.
I'm gonna put this number in here. Don't worry. Yes, with a 26, which is the exact DC,
Yes. More.
you have determined, as a matter of fact, you are on the shadow plane.
Let's just like licks his finger and holds it up for a little bit. Oh yeah. Just the shadow plane.
All right.
You also know with that check, maybe just looking around at some of the ground, maybe you're investigating some of the items that you're currently carrying. Everything appears tethered. to the shadow plane, and you see no obvious way, at least currently, to return to the material plane. Or, importantly, purge yourself of this shadow corruption that you have been dealing with. In fact, it begins to itch at all of your minds as you are outside.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Get inside. Get inside.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
my will save didn't go up, so
So it's all over.
yeah.
All right. So let's go back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did we it's been like a few weeks since we did this last. How did we get here? Do you remember?
As a reminder, you guys fought Kaon Reese in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
He activated some kind of machine, and there was like
there was
a
like a
wave
big
of energy
wave.
that went over us.
That's right. Well, what if we just do what he did but backwards?
It's all burnt out. Remember, we looked
Yeah.
down. It's all burnt.
Well, what if
all
we
destroyed.
fixed it? What if we fixed it first?
Oh.
Then we did the opposite of what he did.
There is no way of getting to the 5th floor, level 5 of this facility.
Well, how thick are the floors if they're less than 5 feet?
Less than 5
exactly
feet
6
thick.
It says right here, they're 4.5 feet thick.
Oh man.
As you're standing outside.
This place looks fun. Let's go exploring.
Janet, that is such a good idea. You guys, I had a change of heart. I love it out here. Let's go on an adventure.
Do we need to take a rest first?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Rest
Maybe
would
It's a
be
short
alright.
rest?
Yeah, just
Short
a short
rest.
one.
Are we going back inside?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
come back
yeah,
inside.
Okay. Are you going down the elevator, or are you just going into the cavern that's on the level 0 where the elevator starts?
Just work to the elevator. I don't think we're going down.
Okay. You get to the elevator, and the darkness that you have been feeling, this dark, cold feeling, is seeping down the sort of cavern towards you, your direction. And even as you get back towards the elevator, you still feel it ever increasing.
Well, sleepy time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Should we,
feel
like,
the impending dread of the universe approaching, but
Should we start a
take a
fire?
quick cat nap.
Quick nap.
Is that a good idea? Can you burn stuff in the shadow plane? Kip, you're a doctor.
Survival check.
I'm not good at survival checks.
You're not good at a skill? Excuse you?
Well, I instead of putting points in it, I put points in mysticism. It's only a 20.
Not good. Has a plus 14.
Yeah, it's
Get
20.
out of here.
You would know that, yes, things are burnable in the shadow plane. However, it is so cold and the wind is whipping so hard, it will be difficult to get a fire lit and to keep it lit for long periods of time.
Someone who's good at fire. Do a fire.
My plasma sheath and everybody huddles around me. Corona. Everybody huddles. You're warm, but you take damage every round.
This is not very shooting.
I will tell you guys, a quick check of your suit diagnostics will tell you that you are in currently severe cold. The temperature is below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not going to convert it to Kelvin in this specific instance.
like
I
I don't
had it,
even
and
know.
I thought, but your suit's environmental protections are protecting you for the time being.
Is there like a more inside area we can go to?
Yeah, you can go back down the elevator.
Hey, do you guys want to go back inside?
Let's go.
I feel like it's
I
at
feel
least less
fine,
windy in
but
there.
okay.
Yeah, you can feel fine.
Yeah, Trick's got a thermal capacitor, so he can survive into up to negative 50. No problem.
Nice.
You know what, Janet, do you got one of those?
Thermal capacitor. I don't. What does she have in there?
She had like a bunch of shit. You know what? She probably didn't have one. We'll just say yes.
Yes, you have a Mark II thermal capacitor.
No. Mark II? Get out of here. I only have a Mark
Wow.
1.
You know, on second thought, it's actually pretty nice.
Nice.
That's 10 resist to cold and fire. That's good stuff.
Yes, it's very good.
Nice.
So you guys are just resting for 10 minutes, or you're taking a...
We're going inside first. We're going down first.
You're going down. Okay, you take the elevator down. Your key card still works. As you reach level 1, the same cold, the same darkness seems to penetrate down even as far as the areas of the black site, which are almost 100 feet below the surface of this ice, the Kobani range. It seems you can't escape it.
Burn.
Okay.
Well, turns out it sucks down here too.
If you would like, you can make me either an engineering or a mysticism check while you are down on that floor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty good. I'll roll mysticism since I
Okay.
have that now.
The mysticism check is a lower DC, but doesn't matter. Okay. Twick, you would, as maybe you're looking at some of the materials, you were cold outside. You're not nearly as cold inside. I think what you've recognized is that the area that you are currently standing in, the black site, the entire black site, was likely transported to the shadow plane. And even though it is made out of materials from the material plane, it is now being infected slowly by this cold, this almost planar energy of the shadow plane itself, which is making everything dark and cold and just really gloomy, depressing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like this everywhere. Oh, just rest here.
Yeah, I guess.
It's worth resting.
Well, I mean, I'm not like a shadow doctor, but I don't think there's nice stuff that lives in the shadow plane. Pretty sure, like, that's where shadows come from, you know?
I think we're gonna take damage when we rest, though. Well, for us
Damage?
non-thermal capacitor people.
I think it's just you.
Wow.
I treat severe cold as a racial trait.
It's a racial trait.
So
Yeah,
you
again-
can turn on your plasma sheath and sit in it, and the rest of us don't have
Yeah.
to.
You
It's
can
true.
you can also do that. As I mentioned before, your suit has environmental protections built into it, and I believe
Oh, yeah.
that it lasts a number of hours equal to the item level.
Okay.
Right.
That's a good while, then. Let's do a short rest.
Alright.
Does anybody need hit points healed?
Oh, sorry, a number of days equal to its item level.
Oh,
Okay, so like practically forever.
Forever.
Well, don't say that. We don't know how to get back. I am technically down 6 hit points, but I bet other people are worse than that.
I'm also down 6. Is that because we leveled up?
You know, that
Almost
does
certainly.
make sense, actually. Because I do still have stamina points, so it would have been weird to take 6 hit point damage only.
Do we get those hit points? I can't remember how we do this.
I think no, we don't heal up. You just gain them.
Alright.
If you sleep, obviously you'll regain some of those hit points.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Alright.
I'm down 9 hit points.
Like on the short rest button.
Okay, short rest.
I will hit go with a medicine check for. I don't think I've done that today, have I? I don't know though.
It's been like a long day.
I also don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, then I probably have. Yeah.
It's been like 3 weeks of a day.
Yeah, we never rested throughout this entire.
No, we had stuff to do, and none of us are spellcasters.
Yeah,
Probably healed me
Fireplace.
then.
the whole time you were in the black site, you did not rest. You just kind of sprint around floor to floor, blockade
And
enemies.
that's just how we roll.
It is.
That's all right. It's only 9
It is
hit points.
probably pretty late into the evening.
Well, here, we'll peek our heads outside.
sleep.
How's it look?
Yes.
Does it look dark?
Just a little bit dark.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, kind of weird. So just short rest. Just confirming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good with that.
All right. All right. Short rest. You're done. You're still on level 1. What would you like to do?
Go back to the material plane.
Sorry. Yeah. No way, as far as you can tell, to
Oh,
return
this
to the
is
material
easy.
plane.
I activate Janet's planar manipulation module,
Hmm.
and that
Where-
instantly warps
I'm
us
sorry.
back.
I can't do that.
Janet!
I have been masquerading as a 20th level mystic this whole time, so I cast Gate or whatever equivalent exists in this game.
Stargate.
Sure.
Stargate.
Stargate.
You will have to dial a 10th chevron in order to travel from the shadow plane to the material plane.
Did we transition when we were in the boss arena down there where there was nowhere else to go down?
For sure.
Yes.
So we know that there's still no place to go down in this plane.
Yeah, I mean, there was no other button on the elevator when we came up, right? A shadow button that we could now see.
Shadow button.
Yeah, no shadow buttons.
Weird.
Too bad.
Should we go
Exploration
find
time?
people?
Yes. Where do we do we
Go.
through the facility again? Do we just wander the wastelands?
Do we go back to that closet that was weird?
Oh yeah, the room that didn't belong.
Can you check that out?
There was that room, that had like a tear into the shadow. It was a shadow room, right?
Yeah, that's
What if it has a tear into the regular space?
Maybe it's a light
Yeah, let's go
room.
check.
Little out.
It's a light room now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go in there. That room's probably warm.
That's actually the best idea we have.
You guys make your way down to level 3. You find yourselves back at that prison cell, the high security prison cell. And as you approach the space, it almost feels as if all of the cold is being sucked into that space. And it is beyond severe cold. It is actually beyond extreme cold.
Oh.
As you approach, the area around it is negative 30 degrees. Your suits probably indicate that it's an extreme weather phenomena in this space, extreme temperature phenomena. And actually in that room, you would guesstimate that it is probably negative 80 or colder.
Oh, that's cold.
It is pretty chilly.
Well,
What is
alright,
your level 2 thermal capacitor handle?
that's, man, great question.
You guys probably stay back outside of the extreme cold area unless you have... I know there's at least one of you who has the ability to go into extreme cold areas. But normally, extreme cold will deal 1d6 cold damage per minute. At negative 80, you're realistically doing about 10d6 per minute.
A lot of cold damage.
Yes.
But that's like 1d6 a round.
I suppose.
Yeah. About 1d6 per round.
Well, there's certainly something going on here. That's for sure.
Should we do like Janet said and go explore?
Somebody should go in there. But
No,
not me.
be my guest.
Yeah, you got the lightsaber. That thing's hot, right?
It's apparently not hot enough.
Oh, to the dark wasteland?
I guess so.
We just wander? That sucks. That can't be the
How far of a
answer.
walk is it back to the city?
You flew here.
You flew there. And you do not have a ship.
Oh,
I
Kip,
can fly.
can you build us a ship? I've never asked before.
No, can't do that. No,
No, well, what about Kip, though? Can Kip do
he
it?
can't do that.
I feel like you're not asking him.
Oh, I'm asking.
I don't... Alright. Just say, if I find out later that he could build a ship, I'm gonna be really mad.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be mad.
Alright.
Alright, let's go off into the wasteland.
It sucks so bad.
Are there any tracks leading out of this place?
No. None that you can see.
And
Let
do we know, is there anywhere closer than Cuvacara?
No, actually, let me show you the map. So everybody can take a look at this. Whoa, that's like way off screen.
Hello.
Swap it over just to this. Look at the giant screen.
Do I have Google Maps shadow plane on my unit?
You are currently down in this Klobani range. This is where you found the site. You know that Cuvacara is in the Vimal region. Cuvacara is right there. If you would like, you can make me maybe an engineering check while you're looking at your comm unit or data pad.
I'll roll it. Oh, not great.
Hey, we got the same
Okay,
roll, but my die was much higher than yours.
Way higher.
29. With a 29, I think the only thing you'd really be able to tell is that maybe like a quick area scan. Everything you see looks similar to what you remember seeing while you were on the material plane, but it is just inherently darker. More collapsed areas exist. There's more cracks in this, like the floor, the ground that you're walking on. But one thing is distinct to you, Twick, is that the mountain range that you kind of see further in the distance appears closer than it was when you flew into the Klabani range the first time. So when you first landed your ship, the mountain range appeared pretty far away. For some reason, it appears closer than it did before.
Can I fly up and surveil?
Yes, you can.
I do that.
You can't get super high. You are down in a valley, but you probably make out some additional. You could probably like see a little bit further. Maybe there's a couple hills you're next to. You're just still surrounded by the Klabani range. You also see the same thing now that you're this high. Some of the mountains in the distance just appear much closer than they were when you first landed your starship here.
Any obvious or interesting places that we could head?
Actually, no. Every direction you look is dark. The only real way you're able to see is a very dim light. That's just kind of... It seems like this light is maybe coming from something of a sun. You can't really tell, but something is creating dim light in the area that you're in. So you're able to see a ways, but you don't see any like cities or villages or establishments. You just are in the middle of a valley in a mountain range. Nothing, any direction that you look.
Well, we can head to Cuvacara. It's probably closer than it was before, looks like.
That's what it looks like.
We're gonna walk to the mountains?
Well, yeah.
What's in the
Got a better
mountains?
idea?
Yeah,
We have like infinite amount of time that our suits protect us essentially, so
It's true.
this is very true.
might as well get to walking.
Do you think? Okay. I'm not that. Is the shadow plane like below the material plane? And if we get on the mountains, we could just like jump up
Oh,
and make it. You know what I mean?
They just sit
Sure.
right on top of one another.
Yeah. I am. That's probably right.
does make a lot of sense. There's probably a barrier in between, but I bet it's less than 5 feet.
No, it's
you know,
actually
you're
6.5
probably
feet.
Oh, but you can only phase through solid matter, right? So a barrier, I don't know about that.
I think as long as it's not a wall of force, it's probably a wall of force.
It probably
Let's
is.
be honest.
Yeah.
The lighting in this area appears to.
Shadowy.
It doesn't like what you'd typically imagine a dim ambient light to do. It just does more to deepen the shadows than to illuminate open spaces, which just
Extra
makes
shadowy.
yeah, it just makes everything darker, more melancholy, and a little bit disorienting.
To make us a little bit sadder than usual.
Yes, it does. Especially you. Well, actually, especially not you. Especially everybody else. This is
Especially not him.
yeah. I said that wrong. Kodo maybe doesn't feel quite as sad about the current circumstances that everybody else does.
Confirm. I'm not sad.
You're happy to be here, Cole.
No.
No.
Just not sad.
So are you guys trekking?
Ambivalent. Yep.
Okay.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You start walking again. The mountain range, the valley that you're in, everything is just dark. It's melancholy. It's disorienting. There's an eerie quiet to everything. In fact, even your steps don't really seem to make a sound. As you trek across the mountains, everything is just the quietest you've ever heard it, and it is, again, it's disconcerting. It seems very unnatural. And only after about 6.5 hours of trekking, you see in the distance tall buildings, and you recognize multiple of them as being the city of Cuvacara, which is weird because it took you almost 8 hours to fly your ship from Cuvacara to the Klobani range, and here you are, 6.5 hours of walking later, already back almost on the outskirts of the city.
Man, we are so fast.
Speed walking, man.
You're incredibly
Good job,
fast.
everyone.
Who needs a ship anymore?
Yeah, honestly, we'll just walk everywhere.
As you approach the city, let me actually pull this up too so you can see this. As you approach Cuvacara, you begin to see things that look different than the way you remember them. Tall buildings throw dark, long shadows as black as the abyss, and other shadows seem to move between the pools of shadow of each building is casting, almost as if they have a mind of their own. They have no apparent physical object that defines their source, meaning some shadows are just existing without anything that's creating them. And they're just kind of weaving their way through this sort of tapestry of the city. You have, one of the first things you notice as you sort of approach the outskirts of the city is the bullet trains that normally traverse the city are unmoving, silent. Some you walk past are derailed, on the ground, destroyed. Others just appear burned up, or maybe you even approach one and it looks like that shadows are just like covering it entirely. You can barely even make out that it's a bullet train, but it's still sitting on the tracks, so you think that's probably what it was. You head into town a little ways, and a couple other things you notice. One, the spaceport off to your right, again, appears closer to the city center than it did when you were last in Cuvacara, but it appears there are no vessels currently parked at the spaceport. The roof is destroyed. A lot of it has collapsed in on itself. The landing pads have no vessels on them. In fact, even the roads that were able to transport you to and from the mainland across the water into the spaceport, across the Rudwan Lake, are collapsed into the water. And there is seemingly no activity over there whatsoever. One thing you do notice as you're maybe walking around is you see writhing columns of shadow kind of up in this area that you would know based on your previous trip to Cuvacara to be the Gloaming, which is right there. It is the only thing, and again, everything seems weirdly closer. It is the only thing that seems like there may be any sort of activity whatsoever, or an only place where there might be any activity happening in this city.
Well, this is about how I remember the city. This seems about right.
Didn't we have a hotel like here and also here?
That's probably fine though.
Also, where were those 3 locations? Weren't they like here?
There wasn't one of them here.
I don't know where the third one.
They were pretty close to there.
Seems suspicious.
I mean, we turned those off though. There's no way we messed up.
Okay.
Right, you know what I mean? There's no way we did a bad job with that. Well, alright, let's take this bullet train over and list cops into one of the clearly derailed bullet train cars.
I believe we can walk faster than those now.
Yeah, remember, we're pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Our
Abysmally
travels.
slow.
Yeah, they're moving about as fast as I remember them moving, honestly.
True.
We'll just walk.
Okay. You walk, you approach the Gloaming. What seemed to be writhing columns of shadows that you saw from a distance turn out to be tendrils of smoke rising between the dark houses of the Gloaming itself. As you approach the area, you maybe arrive in one of the neighborhood's parks. Not like any park you've ever been to. This does not have any living trees or grass. It is a dirt, desolate ground with dead trees and maybe some destroyed like park equipment. You see like an old swing that one of the chains is broken in half. Multiple of the components that you would normally see children in a park playing on, just warped in strange shapes. And somehow almost welded into the dirt. It looks like it's just one with the dirt itself. It doesn't look like it was placed there, more like it almost grew out of the ground. You see from a distance several humanoid figures in dark cloaks moving through the central area, while several small generators smoke as they provide power to nearby what you would guess to be luxury housing. A lot of them are surrounded by tall fences with razor wire. The typical luxury housing you would imagine from the Pact Worlds. This is not a reflection of that. This is what appears to be a giant house, but maybe designed and stylized in a way that more blends in with the surroundings. I think you also see a handful of lights maybe on street posts that are just attempting to illuminate the area, but they are really not doing much. You're still far enough away that you are not being noticed, but it does appear that these people in cloaks are walking around in your, and will eventually get to the area you're in.
Do we have any cloaks?
Unless you have it written down somewhere from the past, I'm going to go with no.
I have party clothing,
Professional clothing.
formal clothing.
Do I have 2 spell gems of disguise self?
There you go. I was gonna say, I feel like I have a hat of disguise, maybe. Yeah, I do have a hat of disguise. So 1. 1 down.
1 disguise down.
Mm-hmm.
As you're all discussing this, I need everybody to make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Invisible.
All right.
Sorry.
You see a group of shadowy figures maybe walking about 150 yards away. They don't notice you. I mean, you're still in a very dimly lit area. They just kind of walk past.
You could get their cloaks.
Mm-hmm.
Just jump them. We're good at being really quiet, right? All of us.
Yes.
Quiet.
I'm so stealthy.
Some would say the most stealthy.
I walk up the side of the building and hide on top of it.
Okay. All right. You're walking up the side of the building. From there, you see more robed figures, cloaked figures. Sort of, some of them appear to be talking with one another around small stands that look like maybe almost like a marketplace. Generally speaking, though, there's just a lot of them moving around. You can see them from a distance up and down multiple streets, entering and exiting buildings nearby. You see several working on these generators that are expunging pillowing smoke everywhere. Nobody can see you on top of this building, though, currently.
I relay my newfound information to my buddies.
Are you yelling at them?
Who's that?
No, through my
Aw.
radio.
Okay.
Who's that? Get out of here.
You press a button on your radio like you would normally do to contact everybody, and all you hear is this strange static.
Dang it. I lean over the edge and snap at them.
I have telepathy, and you also have telepathy, right?
Do I have telepathy? Maybe.
You have telepathy.
I telepathize
Telepathize.
to Luna. I tell her our radios aren't working. And I
Wait,
tell her
are you
about-
within 30 feet?
I don't know. How tall is the building I'm on?
31 feet.
31 feet. I go back down the side of the building. I tell everybody our radios aren't working. And I tell them
I was just doing my
about
weird
the
static
people.
impression. Was that when you trying to use the radio? I was doing like a bit.
you were
See, listen
holding
to
the
this.
button.
It's pretty good, right?
You were holding the
Nice.
button and doing that the entire time. I was trying to
Yeah,
talk. That's what
I
you're
was
saying.
bored. You were gone. You my buddy. You left. I was bored.
Oh, now I'm your buddy.
Hey, you weren't even here for that.
I want to pull out the we had a spare comm unit that we used to download Penumbra.
Okay.
I want to see if that's running
bear?
here.
Okay. Yeah.
Spare?
Spare. Okay, got it. I was like, what is he saying?
You turn on the
Bear
comm
comm
unit, and it just shows, it gives you that little like no signal notification when you open the app. Not currently receiving anything, not functioning. You're not able to access any of the Penumbra functions or any of the infosphere you would normally have access to utilizing your comm unit or your data pad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, does Janet know who those folks are?
Well, that's a good idea. Janet, identify.
No,
No.
Damn it, she does not.
I'm
No?
sorry. I can't do that.
Well, you gave it your best shot, Janet. I appreciate that.
Of course.
These people look like they're heading somewhere specific, or they're just kind of milling about.
Mostly milling about.
Maybe they're like maybe they're friends. Maybe that's fellow survivors.
How long do you want to watch them? Like, you're currently just sitting here. You've probably been here for like 10 minutes. How long do you want to observe? Or do you want to just approach?
Do we also have our holoskins?
Long enough?
We do. We do have hollow skins from back in the day.
Can those make clothing?
Project a different appearance, disguise major features, race, or creature type without the DC of just your disguise check increasing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we could get like
No
a cloak.
clothing.
Yeah.
Bummer.
I mean, okay. How many are there in like the nearest group?
The nearest group, you probably see like a small grouping of 2, a grouping of 6 or 7. They're kind of moving
7.
around a lot. Even approaching, you don't know how many are going to be there by the time you get there. Because you're either going to have to run, at which point you would probably notify them, or you're going to have to sneak, and by the time you get there, it may not be a small group of 2 again. Because you're still, like I said, probably 150 yards away.
Does anyone have like a binocular or anything? I wonder if they're armed.
I got a scope. No, I don't have a scope. I just have a sight. Sorry. I lied.
Liar. All right, here's the plan. I'll stay here. You guys that are disguised, go check it out.
Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll activate my head of disguise.
I know I'm very stealthy, but just to be safe,
Mm-hmm.
I will stay here for the time being.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll activate my head of disguise to sort of assume their getup and try to like get closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sneaking or are you just walking up?
I'll sneak because I'm like crazy good at that.
Okay. Okay. Make me a quick stealth check.
You got it. Only 43.
Oh my gosh. All right. You are so stealthy that you could reach out and touch one of them by the time you get up there. You sneak very, very, very close to the nearest group you find. It ends up being 3.
Okay.
3 rather strange looking beings. They have gray skin that is cracked and looks like almost lines that were created not by time, but by the formation of that creature, whatever it is. They also have strange, glowing, bright yellow eyes. Most of them are wearing cloaks. They're carrying what appears to be like a long rifle on their shoulder. They have plasma pistols in a holster, and they have a tactical knife on their belt.
Oh, my
You're
people.
able to see from this distance, yes.
Okay, definitely armed. Do I have any idea what they are?
You can make me a life science check.
Oh, come on. That's nerd shit. Oh, it's even trained only. I can't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't know. You should have brought Quip with you. Quip, whatever its name is.
Yep.
Quip. I gotta stop saying Quip. You know what? I'm gonna go with like a... okay, it's not Quip because it's not equipped. Quip is a character. There we go. Equipped.
I mean,
I
it
got
kind
it.
of is equipped, though.
It's locked right here. We're good now.
Okay.
What do they call those? Where you're just like using words to rhyme things.
Mnemonic device?
A mnemonic device, yes. Yeah, you don't know what they are.
Are they like talking to each other, or are they just like dead silent?
You can maybe make out some voices in the distance, but the group you're nearby, they're kind of just... They've been walking. They're not currently talking to one another.
Okay. This was less enlightening than I had hoped. You know what? I'll just go back and get someone with life science to try to think of what these scary things are.
Okay.
So I'll just go back and describe it to Equip.
Okay. It probably takes you, I'm going to guess, like 20 minutes to get there and back.
Okay.
So the people who are still back at the tower where Ko is standing on, you've been observing this group for about 30 minutes. You make it back to the group. You describe exactly what you saw.
Make a life science check.
Yeah, you can make a life science check. It'll be hard to hit because you didn't see them yourself. But from the description, you can maybe get something out of it. 30. It is unlike any creature you've ever heard of. Kip has nothing in his database that he has ever scanned. See, I got it that time because I thought it's not equipped. It's Kip.
Definitely not because we just talked about it and you just remembered which one it was.
That can't be it. That's impossible. So, what you got?
I don't know.
What? You're the doctor. How do you mean you don't know?
You just said it great. You got cracks on. That's like, yeah, I don't know.
Great. I'm so happy to have you here.
It's not like you know.
I could have made something
Lot
up
of
though
help.
if I was the doctor. I would have
Got
said
him.
the
A lot of
shadow
aggression.
boys, shadow folks. You know?
Yep.
Please give me a false sense of
Shadow
security.
folks. Yep, that's what they are. You got it. You guessed it right.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you. I feel a lot better now. Well, do we want to try? We could try just like maybe I don't know. Maybe they're friendly. They're armed, so they're not like probably not like friendly.
Yeah, we could go say hi.
Alright, worst case scenario, we kill them all, and then they have a note on their body that tells us how to get back to the material plane. You know? That's probably how this works. Ko, you're... Oh, well, I guess, actually, Luna's probably the charmer of the group.
I'm like,
Yeah.
not terrible, but Luna's better.
Yeah, you've got sort of a charm about you. But, like, only when someone gets to know you.
I should also mention one of the things you noticed about their attire is, yes, they are in cloaks. The cloaks have spikes everywhere.
Oh.
Also, they're wearing some of the coolest boots you've ever seen. You're very intrigued by their style.
Oh, they got them new Yeezys.
Do you mean actually show you what they look like? How about that? That'll be
Yeah.
helpful. They look like this.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe friendly but cool. Unclear. Plus, if we kill him, we do get those boots. It's kind of a win-win, you know?
Are those like high heels? Platform boots?
I think
Don't
platform boots.
No.
They
You
look a lot
cannot
more.
tell if they are wearing them to give themselves extra height or it's just the shape of their foot.
Mm.
They look like operative.
They look a lot more enemy-y now that I see them.
What's that supposed
Got
to
like a
mean?
Darth Maul vibe.
They
do.
have Darth Maul vibe.
Yeah.
Scary knife and such.
And spikes.
Spikes everywhere. Just the facial expression doesn't seem friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It's less. I was imagining like an Obi-Wan cloak. This is sort of like a skin-tight thing with a leather jacket.
Yeah.
And also a hood somehow is involved.
Yeah, it is like a biker jacket with some spikes on it.
Yeah.
Go talk to him. Go talk to him.
I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Got nothing else we're doing.
Disregard.
Okay. Are you, if you're going to go talk to them, are you sneaking up or are you just walking up?
I mean, I think we can just walk up. We're really fast now, so we should be able to leave
I already
anytime.
rolled my 1 natural 20 for stealth, so.
That's true. There's no way that's gonna happen again.
Okay, you've probably been conversing for about 10 more minutes, so it's been about 40 minutes of just straight observing. I will give you 1 check for this from a distance, because you've been here long enough. If you want to make me a sense motive check from this distance, it'll be really hard to hit the DC, but I will let you try it.
I'll be the judge of
Might
that.
as well.
Okay, fine.
My sense motive is -1.
There it
42.
Oh,
is.
look at you go.
42. All right, well, it was going to be really hard to hit the DC. The DC was 34. You can tell just maybe by watching their movements, their patterns, if you will, of sort of mulling about. They seem to be paranoid beings. You see a lot of looking around as they're moving, checking corners sort of thing, but they also seem like they are most likely peaceful.
Mm.
Um,
I don't think these guys want to hurt us. I don't know. I think we got a shot.
The setup, based on your observation, the setup appears to be some sort of like camp for people maybe trying to just survive. You can't really tell from this distance. You're a little further away from like the main area of people, but that's the idea you get from where you're at.
I don't think this is all that bad.
Alright, I mean, I'm stalled.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking that way.
Okay. Even as you are very far away, they notice you quicker than you would expect. They immediately draw their weapons. They draw their rifles from off of their back and they point them at you. And as maybe you approach a little closer, one of them probably just yells, "Who goes there? State your intentions."
Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna need Co, are you good at diplomacy?
Okay.
Okay.
Not as good as you, I don't think. Plus 10.
Yeah, I mean, I have plus 22, but I have to roll twice to take the lower. Because I'm unsettling. Yeah, so Luna will walk forward. No weapons in her hands, and just hold her hands out and say, "Oh, we seem to be lost, and wondering if you could help us out."
What exactly are you looking for? You don't look like you belong here.
That's exactly it. Well, we don't. Long story, but we find ourselves transported to this place, and we're trying to figure out how to get back. Just looking for a few friendly faces and maybe some information.
Okay, make me a diplomacy check. There it is.
Let's see. How do I do this with expertise?
You can just...
I think I just roll it without, and then I'll roll separately.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the 3, so 25 plus... Shoot. Plus this.
Hey! That's a good roll. All right, nicely done.
33.
33. One of the guards would look at the other one and probably just say, transported here, of course. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but as long as you're careful and you don't cause us any harm, you are free to enter the Enclave. Do you wish to trade with anybody?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you can head this way. They sort of point behind them towards maybe a second park, if you will. You can kind of see people mulling around in that area. Hanmu is always looking for more traders. Also,
who is that?
Hanmu, Hanmu, Hanmu. He'll also say, but before you do anything, you're gonna probably want to meet with Veyla. If anybody knows what's going on or how you got here, she could probably help.
Who's just Veyla?
Veyla, she's in charge of the Enclave.
Yeah.
The Enclave, and like, where did you guys come from? You always live here in the Shadow Plane.
Yes, of course. This is our home. Well, it is what remains of our home. We've been driven. Listen, I'm already saying too much. You should meet with Veyla.
I'm doing her dialogue right now. No, appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll head to Veyla, unless you guys want to go straight to Hanmu.
We should probably go to Veyla.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely want to sell a few of the things that we have so I can get enough money to switch my gems out.
Do they even use money?
Maybe. I mean, they're in Shadow, but we're going to go trade.
Yeah, but I mean,
UBPs or whatever.
You walk up into this area. It looks like almost like a marketplace, and as you step in, you do see multiple people who sort of eye you. You look unfamiliar. You look like outsiders. They don't recognize you. But you do see a stand that says Hanmu's Handmaids. Looks like he's got a bunch of equipment sort of set out. And he notices you and kind of cautiously waves you towards his space.
Hello, good sir. Do you trade in credits?
I'm Hanmu. No. We don't trade in credits here. But if you have stuff to sell,
I turn
I
around.
can give you. Wait, sir. We have plenty of goods here. Plenty of goods at Hanmu's Handmaids. We have plenty of goods here, but we do trade in UPBs.
Oh. I don't know if that's usable or not. I don't know how that works.
well, if you could find another, someone else that trades in credits, I'm sure you could 1-to-1.
So what? I can sell them this stuff just for credits later.
Yeah, of course.
Then
But I have plenty of goods. Whatever you want, I'll buy it too.
Okay. Well.
Oh, you got a good amount of stuff here, huh?
Feeling no less sad, Ko is sad.
So, hey, do you have any teleport back to the material plane devices?
Material plane? No one goes to the material plane. That's impossible.
Great, that's what I was hoping you would say. Honestly, that brightens my day. Really happy to hear that. That's awesome. So good.
Why would someone from the shadow plane want to make it to the material plane anyways? That doesn't make any sense.
Great point. Didn't think of it that way. It's so good here and warm and not scary at all.
No, it's a beautiful time of year in Cuvacara. Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Great. This is good. I feel good about this, guys.
Just no one want to buy anything because I'm very ready to sell. I've got lots to sell, and I'll buy your stuff for UPVs.
You got like a menu.
Well, it's of course anything that's level appropriate gear from the Starfinder core rulebook, plus any of the associated rulebooks that you currently use.
That's so dumb. I already bought the item I need.
What? Oh, this is a sniper rifle. I haven't looked through.
Perform weapon crystal swaps. Is that something you can do?
Well, yes, of course, yes.
Great. Sounds great. That's good.
Did you need a weapon crystal swap?
Yeah, well now we have to sit here and figure out how much that was supposed to be. And also what we have that we can sell.
Yes. Well, I've previously mentioned plenty of UPBs to hand you. Just let me know what you'd like to sell to me, and I'd be more than happy to pay a good price. Especially, it looks like you have plenty of goods, things we don't normally see around here. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from?
Material plane.
That's impossible. No one's from the material plane. It's the shadow plane.
We're from like here. but on a material plane.
Yeah, it's Cuvacara on the material plane.
I mean, we're not from Cuvacara, but we arrived here from Cuvacara, if you catch my drift.
You arrived from Cuvacara to Cuvacara. Well, that's how it works. When you walk around the city, you go from Cuvacara to Cuvacara. We're still here, but you could possibly be from the material plane.
Those bullet trains? We rode on those. For real.
What is a bullet train?
The things that are like on the tracks but not working, they're like broken down, like some of them are falling off. There's like these rails, it's like these little cars where it looks like seats where the people could have sat in.
Are you talking about the homes mounted up on the rails?
Yeah. They used to move in the material plane.
Why would you move a home?
So it would like move people from one place to another place, like not
quickly.
People
can just walk. People to walk. You can just walk here. The city's pretty small.
That is true. You would think.
Don't worry, they were also very slow.
Yeah. Well, that's quite crazy technology. Never heard of such a thing. Anyway, you gonna buy anything? I do have other customers coming. I would be very happy to buy things from you.
Yeah.
You guys are all standing at this stand, Hanmu's handmaids, and you see his eyes go a little wide as he notices somebody approaching you from behind. It is a tall creature that looks just like these other creatures. She has a snug bun on the top of her head. A white hair. Let me show you what she looks like. She looks like this. She is walking with two guards who have their weapons drawn.
Man, we just got here.
Her eyes, as she approaches, are bright yellow pools without irises. Her white skin seems to almost glow with a green-like luminescence. She walks up to you and introduces herself. I am Veyla. I was told you entered the town from some guards. Please.
News travels fast.
Yes. Well, we like to keep people safe in the Enclave. I am in charge of this base, these people. Please, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? And why have you made your way to the Gloaming?
Well, we're from, not from this plane, so to speak, from the material plane. We sort of travel around. You heard of Amazon Prime? We do delivery.
She's very confused at everything you're saying right now.
Anyways, so we found ourselves transported here, and we're really just looking for a way to get back home.
I can't imagine a way that one could travel from the material plane to the shadow plane. I've, of course, never heard of such a thing. How could it be that this is the case with you?
Well,
she looks
not quite sure. I don't know if we have any leading theories on that, but
so there was this guy, right? This big Jerk wore a suit, and he had this big machine. He pushed it, and went boop, and then we were here.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Guy, you say?
Mm-hmm. In a suit.
Just like a giant-sized man in a suit.
Yeah, you got it.
Also not familiar with any giant-sized men.
Well, he's dead now, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about him too much. He's not that important to the story.
You've murdered someone before arriving here at the Enclave?
He was a bad guy. Yeah, did I not make the noises? Did you hear the machine?
Yes,
it was a scary machine.
It's a stand your ground planet,
As you're describing this to her, make me another diplomacy check, because she is not looking like she is very trusting of what you are telling her.
Oh! That would have been nice. Do you get expertise on that as well?
25. Oh, yeah. Plus
Man, excellent roll. Excellent roll. 39.
32. No, 25 plus 7.
I
32.
don't know that I understand exactly what you are telling me, but you seem at least trustworthy for now. As I previously mentioned, my name is Veyla. What exactly can we help you with at the Enclave? Or, what would you like to know? It is unusual to see other life forms here in Cuvacara. And she looks directly at Twick and Lisk.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Well, I think, really, in the short term, we're looking for a place to sort of recharge our batteries, both literally and figuratively. And, but we are curious to know, what happened here. It sounds like your home was destroyed, and I think we can find sort of kindred spirits in the sense that, we want to get home. Maybe we can help you.
Yeah, and I think maybe as you're looking around, you do see that there are probably several of these people. They look like they're pretty beat up. Maybe some of them has some cuts or tears or broken limbs or bandages on their arms. Veyla looks at you and she just says, "We are Kayals. Our ancestors..." This is going to sound strange because of what I've just told you, but our ancestors were humans from the material plane that somehow did make it here. Millennia ago.
Everyone acting like we're a cheeser for coming here from the material plane. That's where everyone's from.
We can't trust outsiders. We have since adapted to the plane, and we have spread throughout the galaxy. There are stories of travelers from your so-called material plane finding their way here, but we are wary of anyone who arrives at the Enclave, at the Gloaming. Our group, the group of Kayals that exists here, who used to be our neighbors and cousins, were, how should we put it, enticed by the promises of wealth and power from an organization from the material plane.
Is it Eclipse Innovations by any chance?
Her eyes light up when you say that. Yes, how do you know that name?
No, well, the guy that we, not murdered, but, took care of.
The giant guy in the suit.
He's sort of their, CEO.
Ex-CEO.
Ah! You've killed the ex-CEO. How interesting.
Yeah, have you had any run-ins with Kaon, Reese?
I don't think she recognizes the name. Yeah, I don't recognize the name, but Eclipse Innovations, yes. They have seemed to be doing something sinister on the dark side of Verces for some time. The other group of Kayals that has been following them have declared us to be weak and are threatening to destroy us. This Eclipse Innovations organization has even recruited a few of the more aggressive Shadow Plane natives to their side. Cuvacara is our home, and we know its ways. We have retreated to this section of the city. We have suffered some losses, but I have resisted calls to leave completely. The journey to another city in Verces would be perilous, with no guarantee of safety wherever we might go. But if the attacks continue, I might have no choice. You are, of course, welcome here, as long as you fairly trade, or trade fairly, and without violence. We are a peaceful people.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I think first order of business for us is it's been a pretty long day, but we'd also love to see if there's any way we can help you, especially if it means, getting us back home.
Getting back home, you mean to the material plane?
That's right.
Unfortunately, I am unaware of any nearby planar portals, nor have I heard of any on Verces in my time leading the Enclave.
Do you know any 20th level mystics?
Our community, of course, was in contact with Eclipse, which does sound like it was on the material plane for a little over a year, trading information and occasional goods. But the influence turned our own people against us, and so we have since cut ties with them. Any possibility of returning home to the material plane likely is with them. They do have a facility on the dark side.
Oh, there we go. Read my mind.
Judging by the direction that you arrived in town, or so our guards told me, seems like you came from that direction anyways.
That's where we came from. I was hoping it was like another dark side.
Oh, they don't. Oh, so they don't have another facility. We came from the one that they.
It's your best guess. Yeah.
Bummer.
She is she probably described a place on the dark side, which is just the area where the sun doesn't hit on Verces, that some of the people from the Enclave or from people from Cuvacara were going for work. And it seems to be from the direction that you had already came from. So very likely is the place it's the black site.
Well, that sucked. I thought that was gonna be our next objective.
Is the merchant guy still standing there?
Yeah, he's just kind of behind his stand. He looks like he's like thumbing through some paperwork, trying to not be distracting to the current conversation.
I turned to him and I'm like, can I give you this yellow star plasma dashko and this hook knife? And then you can put this fusion on this crystal.
Is it the right? I mean, you've already calculated all this?
Yeah, it's actually 30 credits extra.
Okay.
Of course, yes. Please pass them over. I'll take care of it.
Great. Easy peasy.
You may, as I mentioned before, rest here in town, Veyla continues. Be aware, individuals or Shadow Plane natives who are working with Eclipse Innovations still regularly find their way into the Enclave and attack our people. So I cannot guarantee your safety while you are here.
Do you know where those attacks are coming from? We took out the facility, so it's not that.
Eclipse has agents all over Verces. Their main site, which I assume was the direct contact with the material plane, was in the black site. What they do elsewhere, I don't know. And as far as where they attack from, it has been from every side of the Enclave, it seems.
Well, the good news is we're more than capable of protecting you guys if any attacks happen. And we don't really have a heading, I don't think. So I think we'd be more than happy to help with any defense needs you got.
Is there somewhere else you would want to go other than the material plane?
I feel like we're kind of a one-trick pony in that regard. I don't...
What was the doctor's name?
Gregant.
Gregant, okay.
Listana Gregant.
Oh yeah, we should ask
the lady, yeah.
She knows about her.
She's from here, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard the name of Dr. Gregant, by chance?
No. Can you tell me anything about her? Maybe describe her.
You haven't heard the good news about pain and how we change our perception of it, and it's a gift.
This does sound at least somewhat familiar. There is a Well, there's whispers of a Shadow Queen from the Kayals who sold out to Eclipse Innovations. I don't know if that's who you're talking about, but...
certainly.
Yeah, sounds
That's
pretty
crazy.
close.
That sounds... that's fairly close.
Yeah, it definitely rounds up to her.
Where does she hang out?
I do not know. I don't think she is on Verces.
Oh, fascinating.
Also, she knew how to get us off the shadow plane. Presumably, she'd have done it already.
Are there any spaceships around?
Spaceships?
Can we borrow one?
We do not have any spaceships here. Is it... Well, you can... The only place I can think of nearby is probably Skydock that would allow you to get a spaceship if you don't already have one. I guess with a ship you could pretty much get wherever you want, but I can't guarantee that it would be either a safe trip to Skydock or that you'd be able to find your way to the material plane even if you got a ship. She mentions this culture check from everybody that's talking to her. I guess not Ko, because Ko's currently talking to the vendor, but everybody else can roll me a culture check.
These are normally bad for me.
Hey.
Oh, wait, is this... Oh, no.
Boom!
It's normal.
You got the spectrum, baby.
Hey.
All right. Twick would know that Skydock is an ancient space platform that dates long before the Gap and stays in a fixed position above the planet of Verces, tethered to the equator by an immense cable and a space elevator.
Oh. Where does the space elevator go to?
It goes up to the Skydock.
No, but where does it go to?
To the ground, and there's a...
Yeah, we're on the ground.
I will show you on the map, actually,
Okay.
where I was going with this. Let me back over to Verces. Boop. It would look like it is in the Barshi area. Skydock is located. Why can I not move the screen? There we go.
I'm not
Look at it
against
right
this,
there.
but how does that work on a tidally locked planet?
Good question.
And also, why isn't it in the middle?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Great questions all around.
Oh, here we go. Today, conventional thrusters and anti-grav technology makes surface launches easy. Skydock, at least as far as you know on the material plane side, it's Verces' most prominent shipyard. Is there anything that says anything here about how it actually stays in space?
Just anti-grav.
Just,
Tech.
Magic. It's fine.
I mean, basically.
Yeah,
Technomagic.
magic. Yeah, magic exists.
That's
There
right.
you go.
It's techno-magical.
It's all good. It's all good.
You know, it's a rather large place. Actually, it has a population of almost 1 million on the material plane. It is a huge facility.
Yeah, man, I'm blanking on more questions, but she doesn't know anything about Shadow Queen.
I will say, if you decide to go to the Skydock, note that the majority of starship travel to and from Verces is regulated by the cultists of Zon Kuthan.
Okay.
Oh no.
They're like really cool.
Well, they are not. I guess they're not evil. They are also not easy to deal with.
They're big lovers of pain too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Honestly, if you don't have to, but if you wanted to give me a culture check on Zon Kuthan, you could.
Sure.
Zon Kuthan.
Yeah, I guess that's meta knowledge from Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow. So
Hey.
since 40s, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah. So, the 40, you would know that Zon Kuthan is the lawful evil god of darkness, envy, loss, and pain.
Mm-hmm.
You would know with that 40 that while Zon Kuthan and most of his followers are evil, they tend to keep their word on most matters and usually aren't wanton killers. The
Awful.
rituals of pain and mutilation performed on followers of the Midnight Lord are generally performed on willing participants.
Midnight
like
Lord.
a
What a good
headquarters?
name.
Headquarters
Yes.
for Zonkuthon.
What was that question? Sorry.
Is there like a headquarters for Zonkuthon?
I don't know, actually. I'd have to look that up. I don't think, at least not on Verses, there wouldn't be like a church of Zonkuthon. There might be like several small areas of worship, temples of worship, but nothing that would be like a, headquarters per se. I imagine that, I don't know who all knows Sleep Token, but I imagine the Sleep Token is the music equivalent of the Zonkuthon worshiper music that they would have in the various places where they worship the temples.
For sure.
Again, she's probably just going to say, we again welcome you to the Enclave. I have other business to attend to, but you feel free to stay here for as long as you would like. Again, we cannot offer any specific protection. I cannot guarantee that Eclipse or its shadow agents will return here. It is a regular occurrence. We have suffered many losses over the past few months. But it is good to trade with outsiders. Only helps to broaden our cultural experience and help bring in resources from those that we would not normally be able to get resources and supplies from.
Yeah, maybe we'll just stay the night. Kind of looks up at this guy. And figure out what we want to do tomorrow.
That's a funny joke.
I don't know if it gets night. I don't know how it works.
Is that a material plane joke?
Or a Versus joke. It's kind of double layered.
Yeah.
Do you guys maybe have somewhere that's like warm? I don't know, is that warm? It's like when it's not cold. Is that a thing here? You guys got warm?
Well, you can feel free to make a fire. That should keep you plenty warm.
Oh, cool.
Any of these houses, you will be able to find shelter. And we will not charge you to stay. Most of them are abandoned anyways.
Last question for you. Do you have any way of like communicating with each other over distance? Like the material plane, we have like comm units.
Yes, we use comm units. She shows you one.
Interesting.
It looks very different than what you have.
Hey, Hanmu, you have some comm units for sale?
Let me see what I got.
Let me make sure how much it would actually cost to buy these. Because they're not quite like what you would typically see.
Hanmu, the economy's in shambles. Have mercy on us.
I think he would charge you about 50 credits per comm unit.
Alright.
I have literally no idea how much money we have.
We have way more than that.
Probably
Great.
should grab some of those.
Did anyone want... I have my old Lashunta temp weave.
Advanced. That's what I'm using.
Advanced. Okay, great. Do you have down also the jetpack, backup generator, and infrared sensors?
No.
Okay, it has a jetpack, backup generator, and infrared sensors.
Oh, and do I need any sort of like wall adapter plugs for my battery charger?
That's a really good question.
Wall adapter plugs. I'm gonna go with no. You could probably find that technology is probably similar.
Everything's
you'll be okay.
key charging now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wireless charging.
We had them all in here, but they were under you. Your name has been removed.
Ah, okay. Cool. I'm gonna delete it out of my inventory as well then.
Alright, so we got some shadow plane comm units.
Yes, some shadow plane
Sweet.
comm units. They are very different than your traditional comm unit.
Oh, what? Instead of a flashlight, what do they have?
Ooh.
They just project shadow.
Ooh.
Oh. That's fun.
Mhm.
All right, let's test these babies out. Is that coming through? Is that working? Yeah, okay, these sound great. So much better than old ones.
I think Veyla's probably just gonna walk away at this time and just, you know, point out some of the abandoned houses if you guys would like to stay at some of them.
So it's like the city in the material plane, just like dark and abandoned.
Similar, yes.
How does this
And
work?
smaller?
And smaller. Everything just appears
Are
like
all the
weirdly
buildings
closer together.
also smaller?
Nope, the buildings are the normal size. It's almost like
The alleyways are like tiny.
and like some of the buildings are just not there.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay.
So weird. So like if they build a new building in the material plane, does it just appear there in the shadow plane or someone's standing there? You know what I mean? Like, are you just suddenly part of a building?
It's the upside down.
The upside down.
So I had the same questions about the upside down.
At what point does it shift? Is it like you put one wall, you got one wall standing and it suddenly appears? Is it like each board you stand up?
I don't know. So many questions.
It's not until the
You know,
entire thing's complete. How does the shadow plane know it's complete?
once we find a way to move from one to the other, we'll run a series of tests. And we'll write a book about it.
So many questions.
Are we buying more stuff, or are we going? We take that long rest.
Yeah, we can probably buy some stuff off session. I would
off
imagine.
session. That's probably a good call. I know. I at least feel like I'm pretty much set.
There's a couple
I
things I want, but
I got the really cool armor, so it's probably for the best that someone else gets.
Luna also got some really cool armor, right?
Yeah, I have. Where is it? Lashunta Mind Mail 2.
Mine.
Are we just?
Oh, that's what. Okay, that's.
Are we playing Stranger Things music now?
It does sound a lot like
It sounds a
does,
lot
yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Shoot, mine's not.
Is this not actually Stranger Things music? Are you telling me that's?
I feel like it has to be a remix of it or something.
It is kind of like, but no, this is made by a guy that does a lot of the music that I use. It's all royalty free, copyright free.
Goodness.
Yes.
How convenient
How convenient is
that
correct.
came on when we were just talking about the Upside Down.
It is really similar.
They're doing more of that show, yeah.
Yeah,
I think they have one
Eventually.
season left.
it's
Yeah.
delayed because of the
Strikes.
strikes.
Oh, I forgot about that. They delayed Dune too, didn't they?
Next year.
Come on.
All right, so you guys are kind of still buying some stuff from Hanmu, or do you have anything
I
else?
think we're gonna buy some stuff off session probably, if that's all right.
Okay, buy some stuff off session. Easy peasy, no problem. As you are standing there, maybe conversing with Hanmu, a bellow cuts through the stillness of the dim city.
Weaklings!
Oh no.
The voice shouts.
Time for a lesson in pain!
The enclave around you erupts in chaos and sounds of distress as a large figure comes into view between the buildings. A massive spiked chain slams into a fleeing Kayal, knocking her into the ground and tearing strips of flesh from her back. The intruder, dressed in a slate gray armor edged with blood-red accents, strides into the park, swinging the chain at everyone in reach.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Let me take us over to where we were at.
What's
This is
this
kind
guy
of
look
the
like?
enclave space you're in.
So-
And you can see him over there on the corner.
Oh, he's a big boy.
I didn't see this
and
guy.
he looks like this.
Oh no.
Oh, fun.
Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's friendly.
Got a cool weapon.
Yeah, no adjusting your hands on those things, so that's where you gotta hold them.
That's it.
I guess.
Only place you can hold him. And you see him just slamming this chain repeatedly on Kayals that he is nearby. And we are going to go straight into combat. Let me grab him. Hit that combat button. Boom. Everybody else in this space is either running away from him or scared. You're currently standing right next to Hanmu. And this guy is, I don't know exactly how far away from you, but he's a little bit away.
I'll call it about 80 feet.
About 80 feet. All right, let me make sure. Why is this not playing? Battle music.
I got battle music. Well,
okay. Sometimes it just doesn't play on this on mine. I don't know why. I think it's trying to load too many assets at once.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the order, Luna. You are of course first. Somehow you're always first in combat.
I've got that initiative.
You'd think it would be Lisk,
Beat.
but oh yeah.
I almost took that.
I'm going to. You're gonna shoot him this round, Lisk.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
All right, I'm gonna reach over and touch Lisk's weapon and cast Supercharged Weapon on it.
Oh,
nice.
Supercharged weapon.
Which gives you
You have spells now.
on a single attack, it does 46 additional damage.
46.
46.
46 every time. And then this guy's 81 feet away. Shoot, how far away does Gundam work? Is it just anyone I can see?
I think it's anybody you can see currently.
Within 60 feet.
Oh, it does say within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I would have given it to you. Thanks for looking up the rules.
Never read the rules.
Shoot.
Rules
All
suck.
What
I always
about
let you down.
how far does my telepathy go? No, only 30 feet. Come on. Alright. Instead, I will... Is there any way I can like fly up to perch on?
Yes.
Within 30
so the
feet of me?
building here. I don't know that you can actually get there in just one 30 feet of movement. I think it's 40 feet tall. This building and this building right here are both 40 feet tall.
I will
But you can fly straight up.
I will fly that way
Okay.
and
Are you
not make
flying
it
up?
quite there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think you can adjust your own height if you want to. But
I can.
yeah, if you right click, you can just top left hand corner. It's the height.
So I guess
Yeah.
triangles again. So
It's
it wouldn't
fine.
be 30 feet up.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
It is this man's turn. He reaches out with one hand and he grabs the Kayal who's currently right in front of him, lifts her off the ground, and then throws her into the wall of the building next to him. She collapses on the ground.
Looks like a
she
Street
is-
Fighter character.
She is currently, if I can get this to work, she is currently unconscious.
Oh.
Yikes.
He again yells.
Feel the pain of the shadow.
This guy is, man, he's aggressive. And he's going to start moving towards Veyla, who I don't know if you can currently see, but she is right here.
Oh, shit, we're there.
You just had to get within 60 feet of me. Big mistake. Shouldn't have let me see you, buddy.
All right, you are up. Twick.
All right. 60 feet, huh? All right. Rick pulls out his needler rifle and is gonna take a shot with a biohack.
Let's see it.
Bam. 24.
He's a big boy.
24. KAC. That is a miss. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that was everything.
Okay. Lisk.
Alright, I'm gonna move. It's still. Oh, yeah, baby. So I'm just gonna. I mean, he's not even looking at me, so I'm just gonna move to here. The stealth check is gonna be a nice even 40.
A nice even 40.
Nice even 40.
That's 15 plus 1.5 times CR, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that succeeds.
Great.
Man, you better hope that succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always what happens, right? So against flat-footed KAC. Oh. 22.
22 flat-footed KSC is a miss.
Fine.
Ko, you're up.
So, I'm gonna put Corona on and move up.
Okay. How close?
35 feet.
Okay, 35 feet. Can't quite get to him. Luna.
All right. Can I make it on top of the building now from here?
You can make it on top of the building. Yes.
I'll
If
do
you fly up
that.
another 10 feet, it should just let you move to the
Does
left.
it let me?
Yeah.
What
You just
would
need to
be-
be about 10 feet higher. Let me know if it
I
doesn't.
can see everything. Hey, there's Veyla.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll fly the rest of the way.
Okay.
Perch and shoot this man.
Okay, yeah, let's take a shot.
With this thing?
Let's see it.
Oh, actually, I need to. I forgot about all of my things.
Ruh-roh.
Right. Okay. Just a normal shot. Nothing's. Oh god.
Oh,
man.
no! Ranged fumble. Here we go. Slippery situation. Ejected magazine. Instead of firing for some reason, your battery/magazine is ejected from the weapon.
No.
I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, all right.
The DC is going to be 21.
Hey, 30.
Okay. You catch it as it's about to fall off the
Sweet.
side of the building.
Good. That was my last battery.
The shot does ring out. It does still fly right past him, hits the ground next to him, and he turns and he sees you. He sees all of you, actually, and he just yells,
Outsiders. Yes, I will introduce you to me.
and he turns and heads actually straight towards Ko.
We know all about that already, actually.
Yeah, we've already been acquainted.
Oh, he actually doesn't even need to get there. He only needs to get to there.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Good old reach.
Yeah, where was he at? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, okay. He guarded steps to there.
Oh no.
And he is going to swing these chains he currently has to hit you, Ko.
Okay.
Here comes the attack. Oh my gosh. That is a natural 20 first roll.
Oh no.
Well,
I told you last combat we had, this is going to go bad for you guys. Melee crit. Combo breaker. Your attack disorients your target as they flail about. Whatever their last action was, they cannot do on their next turn. Alright, so you can't move on your next turn. We'll take... Oh, I guess, did you activate... Is Corona a move action?
no, the standard action.
The standard action. It's weird. I don't know how to apply this. I'll just say you can't move, because that's the only thing I could say would work. You're just stuck.
Okay.
You will also take, oh boy, a lot of damage.
That's mini D4s.
That's small. It's the smallest dice.
Yeah,
Not
That
wrong.
is
That's fine.
85 cold
Oh my
damage.
gosh.
Okay, turns out
A
it's
lot of
really bad,
damage.
actually. It's
A lot of
not,
damage.
not good.
I have cold resistance, so that's something.
85?
No.
Actually, it's 86. 86 cold resist.
Nice.
Also, as these chains hit you, something is coursing through them, and you will take 2 negative levels.
Excuse me?
Yes. From energy.
You'll have those
drain.
forever.
I guess it's over.
Yeah. That's bad.
How do I even apply that?
Good question.
How does it drop my Solarian level?
Yeah, you'd have to drop your Solarian level by 2.
Rob,
Don't do that.
don't do that.
No, don't do that.
We're just
You're
gonna,
gonna
have to look up
re-level up.
the... Yeah. Yeah, that would be a big mistake.
Usually it just applies like a -1 to everything.
Let me look it up while you,
That's how it
Twick,
was
while
in
Twick
first
is going.
edition.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move action scan this boy.
Negative levels. For each negative level you have, you take a cumulative -1 penalty to your ability checks, AC, attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. In addition, you reduce your current and total hit points and stamina points by 5 for each negative level. You're also treated as 1 level lower for the purpose of level development variables, such as spellcasting, for each negative level you have. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
Oh, that's it.
And that's all.
He also happened to crit, which is, yeah, There you go, there's the rules section for negative levels. You're gonna scan this boy?
Yeah. 44.
44. All right. You would know that this is what is known as a shadow giant. They are members of an ancient species that have long inhabited the shadow plane. What's weird is you would know that they emerge rarely and only to gather victims to sacrifice in profane rites. The fact that this one has shown up means that it must have some sort of ulterior motive. They stand 15 feet tall, weigh 2,400 pounds.
That's very heavy.
Yeah, what would you like to know? I'll give you, let's see, you said 40 what?
44.
44. I'll give you 2 pieces of information.
All right. Well, weaknesses?
Weaknesses, no weaknesses.
No weaknesses. All right.
I'll give you, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I don't know. I was thinking still. I guess resistances. Might as well.
Resistances, I'll give you its immunities. It is immune to ability damage, ability drain, negative levels, and cold.
Okay. All right. I will shoot Ko with my new anesthesiology breakthrough.
Oh!
So I can shoot him as a standard action. You get 22 temporary hit points.
Oh.
And the first time during the next minute that you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can continue to act normally until the end of your next turn or until you take additional damage.
Wow.
So hopefully that will help some.
Oh, man. If this is important, I'm going to tell you this now in case you need to make an adjustment, but Ko is also currently blinded from this attack.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
Just a few effects.
Just a few effects on this attack. No, sadly it didn't just kill him.
Blinded, huh?
Currently blinded. Man. That is
in
not
that case,
good.
Maybe I will use something else. Check my inventory real fast. Something to help with that. Well, I have to Google this, don't I? Oh, no, there we go.
Oh, actually, make me a reflex save. That's apparently you reflex save for blind.
Okay.
You're good at these, especially with 2 negative levels.
Oh.
Okay. All right. You are blind for 2 rounds.
Okay.
Is play for me. There we go.
I didn't even put the negative in there.
I think I still shoot him with the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Reduce current by 5.
And I let everybody know that he's immune to cold.
Okay. And that is it, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Lisk. It's a big boy.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna slide a little bit to the side. Do the same thing.
So what did you end up hitting me with in the end? Was it the 22 hit?
Yes.
Temporary? Okay.
Yes.
It's flat-footed. 24 flat-footed KAC.
That is a miss.
Damn it!
Ko.
Okay. I'm blind.
Yes.
How do we do blind stuff? I roll a die to try
Yeah,
to
you're
hit
just gonna
somebody?
roll
Or...
for concealment. Yeah, they'll have total concealment from you, so it's 50-50 chance you hit.
Okay. Wait, can't move.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're also still.
Well, you can.
And also
total
if you-
defense a thing in Starfinder?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can what's it called? Guard defensively or something. It gives you a +2. Hold on.
That's
Guard
quite
defensively.
defensively, but I think there's another. Maybe not.
No, there is. Where is my player actions PDF? There we go. It is called
Total defense.
use defensive options. Yeah, total defense. Gain +4 AC until the start of your next turn.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay, it is your standard action. Of course, you can't move,
Mm-hmm.
so you're there. Yay, Luna.
All right. We'll yell down to Ko and say, "You absolute legend! You're standing toe to toe with a giant. You can do it." You get 39 stamina.
Nice.
And then I'll use a move action, I guess, to get him on. Actually, he's still 55. Is that how that works? Yeah, I mean, I guess he's still too far away. I'll move along this side of the building. How about that?
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Over
no problem.
this way.
All right. He is just going to lay into you, Ko, as he's standing right in front of you. I don't know. I really like this voice. It's fun. So he's going to talk every time it's his turn. He is going to lay into you. He's just going to attempt to probably hit you. I would imagine he's just going to try and hit you twice. Here comes this. Actually, no, he's not. Based on his tactics during combat, he's going to hit you once. And he's going to do something else. That's a hit. I'm not going to tell you what the roll is. It's a hit. Here comes the damage roll. You will take 43 cold damage.
Like,
43 cold damage. And another negative level.
Oh,
really?
There's no save for that?
There is not.
Man.
Yeah,
It's like impossible, huh?
it's hard. And then he is just going to take steps towards Veyla. I think he's going to get to there so that he's within fighting range. Twick, you're up.
He doesn't run, huh? Nobody's
do
running.
something.
I mean, they're all like running around.
Yeah,
I'm just
Veyla's
not going to
just
move.
running in a circle right here.
Running, running.
I mean, it's really only the one he's after that I'm really worried about, but it is nice
Yeah,
for everybody to get out of here.
I think she's probably standing her ground, trying to protect people. So she's, probably yelling at this creature to fight her, and instead of injuring innocents.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna take one more shot at him with another biohack. There we go. 32.
32. That is a hit.
All right.
If it wasn't
First
a hit,
hit
you'd
of the
be in
combat.
real trouble.
I mean, we'd be leaving if that wasn't a hit.
Yeah.
All right. 27 piercing.
All right. There we go. That's what I like to see.
Has a -2 to AC.
Yes.
He's taking acid damage.
Yes. That's what we need.
3 rounds. And he moves at half speed. Did I say that one already?
You did not, but I got it.
Cool, okay. And then I'm gonna move a little bit, I think. Here. here, maybe. Here. Yeah. Okay.
Lisk, this man is running towards Veyla.
All right, well let's get in there-ish. So I'll just run to there, and I'm gonna try to shoot him. Third time's the charm.
Third time is the charm.
So against flat-footed KAC.
Oh,
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh
Nat
man,
20.
ranged crits. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Any ones rolled on damage dice can be re-rolled once.
Oh.
That's nice, especially since I roll
Yes, you roll a lot of dice.
shit ton of dice.
I see some ones.
But I also
One,
see some
two.
ones. A lot of ones, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2d6 and 3d8.
2d6, 3d8s.
2d6. That's a d10.
Oh my goodness.
gosh. What a good roll.
It was 3d8. Yeah, that's way better.
Much
So
better.
62 plus 26.
88 total.
88 points of damage.
Hey, that's more damage than he did to Co.
Yeah, that's really, really good damage. Okay, so...
Do your thing. I'm gonna try my new thing. I'm
Oh.
gonna try newish. From last level that I never got a chance to use. Deactivating shot.
Okay.
I'm going to try to suppress his weapon.
Oh.
So I roll a d20 and add my
Okay.
operative level. So it'll be a
Okay.
d20 plus 11.
Okay.
That was a good roll. Okay, the DC is 10 plus the item level. If I succeed, I deactivate the device or suppress the item's magical properties until the beginning of my next turn.
Ooh.
Here, I'm gonna roll
Okay.
this, that way you can actually read it.
No,
he
I
can
like
spend
that.
a move action to try an engineering check or a mysticism check against my exploit DC to reactivate it.
Okay. So I think probably what happens is you shoot him, and this shot you intended to stop these chains, whatever they're doing. You can see as he gets shot, maybe he's holding these chains in his hand, and some of the shadow that's surrounding this chain suddenly dissipates. He looks down at it, he growls a little bit. And then he, I think he probably just drops the chains to the ground, at least temporarily. They're at his feet.
I got him, guy.
You did it.
Oh wow, what'd you do? That was great. Do
Go.
that more often.
okay.
You can move this time.
Yeah.
You can see also? No, you can't see yet. That's next turn. Next turn, huh?
Yeah. Do I know where he's at? I mean, he's being loud.
Yeah, you know where
I
he's
can
at.
go like that direction.
He weighs
Okay.
2,400 pounds. You can feel him walking.
Okay.
He's, I mean, when you swing at him, it's still
They
going to be
put
a
in how
concealment
much he
check.
weighs, huh? That's
Yeah.
useful information. Okay, I'll my move action. I'll do plasma sheath on my blade, and then it's round 3. I'm going to solar accelerate,
Okay.
and we'll move up to him and try to hit him twice. Let's see.
Okay. When you get within 10 feet, if you move another 5 feet, you will be within attack of opportunity range.
Great.
Just
Sounds
so you know.
good.
Do you still want to move up?
I mean, I have to be able to hit him. We're gonna do it this time, at least.
Okay. Let me just add this in here. Okay. There we go. The attack of opportunity is only an 18.
Let's miss. Good. Okay.
Easy.
We will do flashing strikes. We're doing a -3. 17. Cool.
Okay.
And a... Oh, okay, 35.
35. The 35 will hit. However, I will need you to make me a concealment check.
Okay.
You need to roll above 50. Nice. Hey, you hit. I mean, he's a
Okay.
giant 2,400-pound giant. Giant
That makes
2,400-pound
sense.
giant is what I just said. It works. Still checks out.
Yeah.
45.5 fire damage. How do you feel about How is there a 0.5 in there?
Need a floor on that.
Yeah,
11
that is what
divided by
it is.
2.
I actually think I need a -3 in there anyway. So
Right.
Ugh.
I did it in the other one.
Did damage rolls? Was damage rolls one of them as well? Does that count as an ability check?
Yeah, no damage rolls.
Is it non-damage rolls?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Nope.
That'd
Alright,
be weird
cool.
if it was.
Okay. That is it for you, Luna.
All right. I think I'll do yeah. I think I'll do a telepathic scream on this guy. No. I'll just straight demoralize. It's the same.
Okay.
So I'll yell at him. Haven't you heard the good news? Pain is actually good. You know, we're all looking forward to it. So you can't hurt us. And I'll roll the intimidate check.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay. Double threes.
Feels good.
Remind me of the number
15
again.
plus 1.5.
Yeah, that will not succeed on the demoralize check. This man is crazy,
Oh, I tried.
scary, and not afraid of you whatsoever.
I'll shoot him anyways.
Okay.
There we go.
20 electricity and fire damage. And that was everything you were doing, correct? Because you tried the
Yeah.
demoralized check. All
I
right.
guess I've get him applied though.
Nice.
He is very, very upset with what you just did. And his chains are currently on the ground, so instead, he is going to grab some of the ground next to him, maybe some
no.
a concrete pad, lift it up, and then hurl it at you.
I think that's okay. It's shadow concrete, which is lighter.
Yeah, totally. He is going to do this twice, actually. Ko, you will get an attack of opportunity because this is a ranged attack, and he's standing right in front of you. Here
good.
comes the first attack. That is going to be a 35 against KAC.
Sure.
Second attack is going to be a 32 against KAC. All right. He picks up 2 concrete slabs, throws them both your direction. The first one does 30 points of bludgeoning damage. The second one does, let's see, better rolls this time? Oh, nope, exactly the same, 30 points of bludgeoning damage. Both these giant pieces of debris hit you. Ko misses.
Now?
So sad.
You think you can speak to me like that?
This guy is.
That felt good, actually. Didn't
Quick, you're
hurt.
up.
All right, move up a little bit.
Also, before we move on to you, sorry, Luna, you will take 1 negative level.
From a rock?
From the rock?
Yes.
I was hoping that was on the chain.
Yeah. Seemed like it would.
Yeah, it seemed too powerful for it to just be innate in everything he does, but whatever. That's
It is
fine.
not innate in everything that he does.
Only
only
the
when he
slabs of
speaks with a
concrete
scary
that he
voice.
throws.
It's only when he speaks to a scary voice, yes.
All right, I'm gonna move over to here. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy. I'm gonna put a medicinal in it.
No, Twig,
Healing
don't
him?
heal him. Twig, no.
Don't worry, Twick doesn't know how to heal.
29.
29. Yes. Is that
All right.
yeah, roll it.
22 piercing damage.
22 piercing damage. Okay, nicely done.
He is flat-footed for 3 rounds.
Like it matters.
He also, I forgot, he takes 6 acid damage
Okay.
from the end of his turn.
He takes 5 fire damage for being next to me.
Off half
He
turn
takes
damage, baby.
11 force damage because Lisk is looking at him. Can we just say stuff now?
Yeah, you can just say whatever you
Man,
want.
and
That's great.
I should have rolled Corona damage for the 2 times he hit me too.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
That's it for me.
He is not looking great. He seems to be breathing incredibly heavy.
That's what I like
Lisk.
to hear.
Well, the good news is now I don't need to run into melee to flank him. It's a thanks twin.
Yeah, you got it.
So I'll
Another
just...
Don't you just make him flat-footed anyway? So you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
well,
for
to
you.
me, but
really.
I was going to flank for Poe.
Ah, fair enough.
For
Fair
Poe's
enough.
sake.
Yeah.
Poe, how's your HP pool doing?
I'm okay right now. I'm okay for a non-crit attack.
I'd say you even survive a crit.
I could probably survive a crit.
Yeah, with a temp HP, you can survive a crit.
Oh, I forgot about the HP. Yeah. Well,
So
there.
you're fine, so I'm
Okay, for another round at least.
I'm gonna go hide behind Twick and then take a shot.
Could you survive a crit and a hit? That's the
Oh, you
question.
get a +1 because I'm threatening him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and a
your
+2
thing.
because he's get him.
Oh my god. Okay, well, so is that a total of a +3 then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know that number. So here it is with a +3 included. Natural 7, 25 against flat-footed KAC.
25 flat-footed KAC. The good news is the -2 to AC that Quick gave him gets you right there, baby.
Let's go.
All of our
okay.
bonuses combined.
Yeah,
Perfectly aligned.
IR bonuses.
44 piercing.
44.
44
Big
piercing
damage.
damage. You find a spot between this giant's armor. The bullet pierces his shadowy-like flesh, and he collapses to the ground. And he collapses. And we are out of combat.
Let's just yell Dibs and runs up and grabs his chain.
Can you even lift his chain? Jeez.
Almost certainly not. He's strength 8. But he tries, damn it.
I will take his armor.
All right, I was specifically reading through the rules for this energy drain, and it does list a DC in a completely different section. So I'm going to assume that's how it works.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless it's a permanent negative
Well,
level.
I read... Okay, so the way this reads is the damage he does, which is 94 plus 21 cold plus energy drain. That's just how it
94.
reads. In energy drain, it says a successful energy drain attack inflicts 1 or more negative levels as described in the ability. If the attack includes an energy drain score, he scores a critical hit. It inflicts twice the listed level or listed number of negative levels. And in his special abilities, it has energy drain. A shadow giant inflicts this energy drain attack no more than once per round via its first successful melee or via hurl debris attack.
You made up that
debris
last
attack.
part.
I did not.
No
I did
way.
not.
That's fake.
It is
But
weird that hurl debris has the text onto it.
He has a weapon, but it does not have energy drain on it. So I think the way this probably would work then is the DC still exists, even though it's not listed in here. So I will let you roll to see if you actually take your negative levels.
Wait, where does it say there's a DC?
It says in a different section that it is 1 level, comma DC 19.
Huh.
Not on his sheet.
What kind of roll is this?
It is going to here's the question.
It
Probably
must
going to
a
be
fortitude save.
a fortitude save. I can't imagine it's anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything else in here specifically.
Okay, well,
All right, so Luna takes her negative level. Let's see your fortitude saves come.
I will roll my first one with no negative.
Okay. All right.
What was the DC?
19.
19. Okay, so I'm down 2 because the first one was a crit.
Yeah, and now you roll again.
And then I roll this with a -2, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Hey! All right. So you save on 1 of your negative levels. That didn't turn out that bad. For what it's worth, negative levels, the way they work, they will exist for 24 hours. After the period of 24 hours, if you have not removed them through some use of magic or technology, you will roll a fortitude save. On success, the negative level goes away. On a failure, it's permanent.
Oh, fun.
Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Veyla comes over to you while the shadow giant is laying on the ground. Thank you so much. As I previously said, it's no telling when they're going to attack. Thank you. You've saved many today.
You're welcome, Veyla. Do you know how to remove negative levels?
No, I don't even know what that is.
This man attacks and takes away levels from people.
No, I don't.
You ever see people get attacked by him and then they feel like generally weaker?
Why, yes, that does make sense now that you say it.
Have you ever made them not feel that way afterwards?
No, I am not a mystic or a technomancer.
Do you know
Seems
one?
like the job for someone like that. No, actually, none of the members of our enclave are mystics or technomancers.
Cool, I'm doomed.
Don't wait, Luna just took a level in Technomancer, kinda.
Who knows? You might be able to find a way to resolve it.
Oh, you know what? Kip's a doctor, Kip.
Yeah, that's more of a magic thing. He does like a physical stuff, you know?
Maybe, do you have like any doctors here? Like real doctors, I mean, not like the ones we got.
Magical doctors. We got a real doctor. We just need a magical doctor.
Like a good doctor.
Just a magical one. Yep.
She probably just says something like, please, if there's, I will look around to see if there's anyone who could maybe assist you, but it's highly unlikely with our small group at the Enclave. Any sort of doctor, I guess, would help, but maybe more of someone who's focused on magic, like a mystic or a technomancer. I'll ask around. Will you be staying with us for the evening?
Yeah, I guess. Do you get like, do they come in like waves, or is it usually just like a one-off kind of thing?
Well,
these big guys.
Starfinder core rulebook says that they are solitary in a gang of 2 to 5, a family of 6 to 13 plus 1 Shadow Giant Mystic and 1 Shadow Giant Soldier, or a company of 14 to 33 plus 1 Shadow Giant Soldier.
14 to 33.
It lists every possible creature as solo, a pair, or a group from 3 to 8.
I know. I don't
every
understand.
single creature.
I know. I wanted to read it because I thought it was so ridiculous.
So dumb.
Any combination of 1 to 33 plus a couple additional enemies could show up.
Well,
But
that's great. That really narrows it down.
Yeah. Every time we ask.
she does say, we have never faced a creature of this type before. A
good.
shadow giant.
We'll probably never see one again.
Let us
This is
hope.
the only one. What if
Let
we
us
just
hope.
killed off an endangered species?
It is an endangered species that need not exist on Verces.
Wow, that is a very rude thing to say. I'm sure they're beautiful out in the wild.
Yeah, totally. She would probably share this, that their elaborate religious ceremonies are led by shamans on steeped obsidian pyramids and inevitably conclude in a sort of bloody sacrifice for all the victims that they take back whenever they make attacks. So yeah, they're not really necessarily beautiful where they exist in the wild.
Where we're from, we call that the Circle of Life. There's a whole movie about it.
Circle of life, huh?
The circle of life.
So yeah, Ko's got it. We used to watch that all the time on our old ship.
She says, well, please feel free to take anything that he had on them. It is yours. We will have some warm food for you and a place for you set up to stay if you'd like to stay the night.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
She runs away quickly to go maybe help the girl who was thrown against the wall, who's unconscious. There's currently people tending to her, and also going to command some of her guards to go work out the details of maybe getting some food and some space to stay. Yeah.
That way they can actually
did a
help
bad
when a
job.
monster shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are embarrassing. Go lift some weights.
So, what this creature has on him. Let's talk through this.
Make him say
The
it.
chains that are on the ground that Lisk has currently picked up. They are a level 14 set of ecclesiastic shadow chains.
Jesus.
They are worth 76,800 credits.
Yikes.
What?
They deal 90 forward cold damage.
94.
They have... They have the Bind special ability, Entangle. They are analog. They have Disarm with Reach and Trip. They were developed by the worshippers of Zan Kuthan.
Oh, is it bind and Ko was blind?
It says blind in the book. I don't know.
Oh.
Critical blind. Maybe you were supposed to be bound. Maybe it's a misprint. But this says, yeah, targets entangled as if the weapon had the entangled weapon special property.
And you didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure it's implied. They're operative weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
When
Cool.
Lisk picks it up, it shrinks down to Yosogi size, right?
Yes.
So
totally.
that works.
Yeah, totally. 100% shrinks.
It's like the ring.
This was a lot less. This is a lot less impressive now.
He is also wearing a set of heavy armor. It is a level 12, plus 17, plus 18 superior Irida shell. Sadly, nobody's going to be able to use. It's worth 42,750. It is. What'd you say?
Is it power armor or is it just heavy armor?
It's just heavy armor.
I thought Ko wore heavy armor.
I do.
You do wear heavy armor. Oh, I didn't think you did.
The joke's on you.
The joke is on me.
I can
Here
use
is-
it.
There you
He's
go.
he's like a big man.
I think the way armor is supposed to work in this is that it can be modified to fit the shape and size of any individual who's wearing it.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, that will fit you. He has a...
This armor costs $42,000.
his AC was 29.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But we dropped it a lot
Yeah, you did.
and gave
You
a lot of
dropped it.
bonuses.
A lot. Let me see what this is called.
An extra +1's gonna be really nice. Nice feat pick up there.
He also
Ko.
has, which he did not use, a Tomb class Void Rifle, which is a level 11, 2d10 cold damage, 80-foot rifle that has the Suffocate critical.
Ooh.
And it is also anti-biological. Damages only living targets.
Oh, interesting.
All guns are anti-biological. Certainly not pro-bio. Well, I guess Caleb's is a little pro-biological sometimes.
There is that weapon. He also has one high-capacity battery with 40 charges. This man was a beast. Had he hit anyone else with his shadow chains, I think he could have downed some people. But that was an excellent choice to use the what is it called again?
This let me get you the exact name.
Deactivating shot. I think?
Deactivating shot. Yeah.
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 that
As
was
soon
really
as I
good.
read it, I was like, "Oh, I need that like yesterday."
Yeah, that's
It's
so
also nice
useful.
that it's something you roll and it's not a save on their part.
Yes. Yeah, I get to roll it, and it's based on. Right,
The
I
weapon
roll it.
level.
It's based on my operative level, and then it's against the item level.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a real chance of like the most obvious like use case is, oh, someone has a jetpack.
Yep.
You just turn that shit off. But this worked really well as well. Didn't turn off his
Nice.
negative level juice, which is really what I was hoping for.
Yeah, he has 3 attacks, and 2 of them have energy drain, but his weapon does not.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, weird frickin' enemy.
Yeah, very strange. Also incredibly strong. This is a CR 13.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys did very well, though.
That's like a moderate encounter for us, right? Moderate.
I think it is a moderate encounter currently.
I guess that's true.
Because you're 11.
It's not. You know what? He needed that level 20 poison on his weapon. That's what he's missing. That's why we did so well.
Exactly.
How did my 30 not intimidate him?
Because it's you said it's
he's a
15 plus
high
1.5 times
intimidate
CR. So
Yeah.
15 plus 1.5 times CR is 30.
I thought it was 10. 15 is, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna leave it right there. You guys have survived the Shadow Giant attack. You'll have to crash for the night. Do you want to go ahead and make your rolls since you're gonna sleep here for the night?
You mean the will saves?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Good old will save. Blind, please, before you roll.
Do we roll again for negative level?
You will roll after 24 hours for the negative level.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have it for 24 hours, and then at the end of that, you can roll to see if you keep it or not. Or if maybe you can find something in the meantime to I don't know, prevent it from continuing.
If I
the solo
fail,
save.
I will spend a resolve point to reroll it because I've improved Iron Will now.
Twick, I will also need a fortitude save from you if you have not rolled that yet.
I did.
I see it. Okay.
Can I know if I'm failing this? To do like my jacket? Use my jacket?
To know if you're failing the save?
Yeah. I have to do it as a reaction, though. We're probably sleeping when it happens, so I probably can't do that.
Actually, the way it's phrased, you do it right before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
The jacket's just once per day as a reaction. You can reroll a failed fortitude save.
failed
You wear
fortitude
the
save.
jacket to sleep, though? Caleb?
Here I will. Yeah.
It is cold
It's
here,
cold.
canonically.
You did not fail your fortitude save.
Yay. I thought
However,
about using that before somehow.
that night, both Twick and Lisk have very violent dreams.
Can I spend a resolve point to reroll it with improved Iron Will?
Improved Iron Will, maybe. Let me look.
I just put it in chat.
Oh, you put it in chat. Let me see. Just mental attacks.
I mean, the benefit is just spend one
Yeah.
resolve point to re-roll a failed will save.
I will let you use that.
Word.
I think only once, though. If you fail it again,
Like
I won't
once
let you use
ever?
I think you can only
no,
use
no.
it once per save anyway.
Yeah,
It
I
just
think-
doesn't... Okay, alright.
I'm sure you can only use it once per save.
I would imagine that's how it's supposed to work.
Okay, yeah, give me a reroll. You slept even worse.
Worst feat I've ever taken.
So Twick and Lisk both had violent dreams that night as they're sleeping in the Enclave. Do you want to spend Resolve? Twick, you currently have spent Resolve since from the last roll. Would you want to spend more?
What am I on? Is this a level where I get a thing?
Well, you're both
Even
on
on?
odd levels, and every even level you gain.
That's a lot of resolve.
How many resolve do I need to spend?
You need to spend, I think it's 1 plus the number of manifestations you have. So you would need to spend, and it doesn't count on the extra one, so you need to spend 3 resolve. Twick would need to spend 2 resolve.
But it, like, keeps adding, right? What we've already spent.
Yeah, I mean, you don't recover any of the resolve you've spent. You've already spent twice, so you're currently down 4 resolve.
Yeah. 6.
You gonna be at 6?
If I just take it, I get I refill my resolve, right? If I just take it on the nose.
If you take it on the nose, yeah.
Okay.
You refill, but you've not currently used any resolve.
Well, I'm down. I have 6 out of 11 according to my sheet.
Why are you down? I don't have you as current resolve
just
use.
from resting, I'm sure.
Yeah,
It might just be from
A
resting.
little bit from
And
resting.
from rerolling that save.
And yeah, I just used 1 to reroll that save.
I was also down to 6 just from
I was done at 5.
not
Venturing.
sleeping.
Yeah.
So Jake, you would still recover all your resolve, except for 2, which you would not recover if you 3 if you decided to spend it.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So you
basically,
only don't recover the resolve that you used to spend to stay the corruption.
Gotcha. So I would ultimately be at 8 out of 11 resolve, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's do that then. I'll spend that. 8
Okay.
is a good number, I think.
That is only the 3rd time you've done that.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty chock full of darkness. There was a point where I was racing Luna for it, but then you started suggesting it might just kill us.
Yeah.
Which is less fun than I was hoping.
I am
Yeah.
spending the resolve.
You are spending the resolve.
Yeah, I'm going to be at 5 out of 11.
So that
Not
means
great.
you have 6 total resolve spent.
Yep.
And Lisk has 3 total resolve spent currently. Okay, all right. Don't roll poorly again.
Try, man. I rolled with advantage and I still failed. I'm so mad.
You rolled so badly. I just gotta tell you, the
Yeah,
first
yeah, go
roll
for
was Where are you at? The first roll was a 4. The second roll was a 2.
How? It's impossible.
Yeah, it sucks.
Man.
Yikes! Big
How much
yikes.
resolve does it take to stabilize?
It
Quarter?
takes 1/4 of your total pool.
Rounded down.
I'm gonna guess rounded up. Let me look. Stabilizing.
I feel like it's usually rounded up.
Number of resolve
Probably
points
is.
equal to 1/4 your maximum. It does not say, but I'm just gonna assume it's rounded up. Not rounded down.
Rounded down.
No, rounded up.
Yikes. Okay.
It is maximum of 3. Is what this says.
max 3.
Yeah.
That's
If you're
very
dying and you have
important.
enough resolve points, you can spend a number of resolve points equal to 1/4 of your maximum. Minimum 1, maximum 3 on your turn to immediately
Okay,
stabilize.
that's such a weird way.
That is
do
weird.
I don't know why. Okay, alright, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still spending those resolves.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Oh man, I can't. I'm gonna die if I spend the resolve. I gotta not.
You're
take
not
the thing.
you're not
Yeah.
gonna spend the resolve.
You
I'm doing
got
the math.
room.
And I don't though, is the thing.
I meant you have room for your darkness to grow, right? You're still like,
Oh, yeah.
you're still behind Luna and I. And I
Yeah.
So are you not spending the resolve?
I am
then?
not spending the resolve. I'm gonna die if
Alright.
I spend the resolve.
You'll be back at full resolve then after sleeping. However, your corruption is furthering itself. Would you like to refuse the gift and take the stain only?
No,
Remember, this gives you a +1
absolutely
bonus.
not.
So you're going to take the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, excellent.
It's so
Okay.
hard. It's so hard, like, not to get the benefit.
Yeah.
It is
Some of
very
the
difficult.
detriments are just like you gotta get the benefit. It's not worth a
Yeah.
plus
Yeah,
one.
it's like it's so hard.
Let me make sure I'm giving you the right
Yeah.
level here.
I didn't
I
take
was-
the gift one time because I already had the benefit and it didn't stack.
Oh.
Yeah, if I had my head in the game, very first time I failed, should have just taken the stain and gotten that bonus. I didn't. I underestimated how long we would be making these fucking saves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
It's pretty crazy.
I thought we would
Okay.
get off the resort and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fool.
I'm gonna send you yours, Caleb.
Thanks.
I can do that. I can do that off session though. So we're gonna leave it right there. And we will. Let's see what happens with you guys next time on the Shadow Plane at the Enclave in Cuvacara. You have a maybe path forward to go find a ship somewhere, but that's about all you got.
So fucked. It's fine.
I'm sure you'll survive. I'm sure you'll be fine. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.